Good morning, everybody. Starting out my video here with that creek running. Can y'all hear that? I'm pretty sure you can. But I've just been down here just soaking it in and soaking in this environment. Check it out. Show you kind of just looking up through the trees into the blue sky and the sun. Oh, it's good for the soul. If you are blessed enough to live somewhere where you can step off into nature and hear something like water running, and look up into a big sky and breathe in oxygen and CO2 that's just coming off of living things. That's really the essence of what the move and breathe is about. You know, we use the terminology hack quite a bit today, you know, hacking into computers and whatnot, but the human life has to be hacked as well. You're actually having to hack back into its original ways, its original template for operation. So you have to hack back in by doing some things on purpose. And that's what the move and breathe is about. You're utilizing wisdom to hack back into wholeness, to line yourself up, to connect back with what's going to really set you up for wholeheartedness and for winning the day, so to speak. The truth is, the day's already been won for you, but we forget and we get lost and we look at everything we don't have. And we focus on negativity so quickly, we're prone to it. And so if we're not on purpose, intentionally hacking back into the system and getting back onto some truths that supersede our circumstances, we're going to be in trouble. So one of those things you can do is get into a state of gratitude. In other words, one way of hacking back in is getting into, man, it's making me breathe too much. Getting back into nature and getting overwhelmed by it. See, what nature does for you is it's transcendent. It transcends you, right? You didn't make it. You found yourself in it. And if you'll focus on it, get your mind off of yourself and just focus on it, it's beautiful. It's awe-inspiring. Gets you into that state of awe that opens up a part of you that's going to be healthy. And see, what that means is you're receiving the beauty of what surrounds you, and you didn't do it. So you're receiving it from something else, namely God. And when you get into that receivership mode, that's what gratitude produces. You're receiving something you didn't do. It gets you into that mode to receive more, because you're not thinking about what you don't have. You're being grateful for what you do have. See, so that's a hack. That's going to get you back into a state that will allow you to receive more. See, so for you to start out your mornings like that, man, to get into receiver mode, because again, you got to keep receiving everything the Father has for you, so you can stand strong in dominion against those things that are going to come against you. And the whole world is coming against you, right? That's the whole negative, fallen world, and even parts of yourself, your fallen nature, are trying to take you out. Man, I'm having to move and breathe for sure. See, but that's good. Good, rich oxygen and CO2 getting into my lungs deeply. All of that terribly beneficial. So again, the move and breathe in the morning is sort of a bridge. When you have been spiritually feeding yourself on some good truth that, you know, would be in God's Word, and meditatively receiving good seed into your soul by way of the Spirit, you've then got to, because everybody's heard that, you can be so spiritually good, whatever, that you're no earthly good, whatever that phrase is. And it's true. There's a lot of people that have their head up in the clouds and they don't know how to bring it into the earth. Well, the move and breathe is a bridge. You're getting things from the Spirit into the natural. You're bringing it into your life, into here, because you're firing and wiring new thoughts, so that baseline is gratitude. And then you can get into people that you're thankful for, opportunities you're thankful for. Then you can think about who you really are according to what Jesus says about you. As you're moving and breathing, that's again what the move and breathe is about. And you're rehearsing it, and it's making you feel good, which makes you want to rehearse it more and think about it more. And then you want to throw some declarations in there like, I am this, I am that, fill in the blank. Those things that are particular to you. And you want to really lean into that mission that God is revealing to you. The mission He has for you. The mission, you are in submission. You're underneath the mission of Jesus. And so you have a particular mission in that, and you're leaning into that. And the move and breathe is bringing that from the Spirit into the soul. And so I'm getting to walk in this beautiful field here. I'm just walking out in the middle of it. It's just unbelievable, the beauty of this place. I'm going to turn it around here in a minute. But what you've got to do in the day is you've got to connect with the transcendent one, the one that, whoa, there's a hole. The one that is above the sun. God is above the sun. He transcends the sun, because everything under the sun is caught in a performance-based world. It's a cause and effect world. Animals are caught in a cause and effect world. It's the death cycle. Humans are the only being who were created with the capacity to tap into what we would call the spirit world, or science would call it the quantum realm. See, Sir Isaac Newton is the scientist that gave us a full scientific understanding of cause and effect. Well, Einstein tapped into some greater science, and Einstein actually tapped into the spirit realm. Now, science calls it the quantum realm. It's an X-factor realm. It doesn't work according to the laws of the here and now. It's something greater than. See, it's what the Bible calls the spirit realm. And in the quantum realm, or the spirit realm, and again, this is science stuff. There's atheists that believe in this, okay? This isn't hooey. This is real science-based stuff. We have, through science and understanding, tapped into the fact that there is a spirit realm, in other words. They don't call it that. They call it the quantum. But the laws of that realm, though, are that you can cause an effect, right? You're not locked in to cause and effect. You, because of the forebrain, see this, again, I keep coming back to this, and this is totally biblical too. You'll find this all throughout the Old Covenant when God tells them to put frontlet beads on the forefront of their forehead. See, He's referring to this portion of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. It's the part of us that it's the God portion, because it can plan, it can get outside of itself, it can create a set of behaviors and actions, a framework that, and you can cause and effect. See, because you can dream something up that doesn't exist. You can get it right here. It doesn't exist, but once you get it, then you can implement a course of actions with faith. See, because we're image bearers, and you can bring about something that just popped into your head. That's what people are doing all over the planet, and that's what you've got to do, and I've got to do daily. We got to practice the habits of causing an effect. Well, how do you cause an effect? Well, when a relationship with God, first you tap into the fact that He's outside of this cause and effect world. He's in it too, but He's outside of it. He's greater than that. And He can give me a picture, an image, a vision of me that's outside of this place, but He can plant it in here. And then if I'll utilize through wisdom practices and habits that will hack the system, so to speak, then I can bring it to pass. And see, I get fulfillment out of that, and I get set free, because in this present day cause and effect world, we're always comparing, we're judging everything and everybody and ourselves, because we have this deep-seated, it's deep, deep, deep in here, and this is the problem with society today. We don't feel worthy. And so what the world tells us to do is, hey, go talk good about yourself, go pump yourself up, you ought to tell your kids they're just awesome all the time. That doesn't work, but see, because you're still caught in this cause and effect, this I'm either high or I'm low, either I'm comparing well to this guy over here that I'm judging myself by, or I'm not. And so you're going up and down and up and down, and that's not the answer. The answer is to get your worthiness from a being outside of you, who is real, who's more powerful than you, whose definition of you is more important and trumps yours anyway, and trumps everybody else's. See, so once you get a message from him, from the outside into here, deeply, 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 that you are loved, you are worthy, then all of a sudden you're set free from this comparing and boasting and judging world, this cause and effect world. Now you're getting planted in here a seed that's from another realm. Then you can face the fact that you're screwed up, and that you're messed up, and that you're prone to failure, and that you're negative if you don't work at it. See, but then you have something to relate to have a relationship with, because God's presently here to relate to you and I. We get to have a relationship with him. That's again what this move and breathe is all about. You get up every single day. You've got to live intentionally with this mission in mind. All of this framework of I'm worthy because God says so, I'm loved because God is love, and he says you're loved unconditionally, Paul. I don't love you based on your performance today. It's not an up or down concerning how you're thinking, how you're feeling, how you're acting. It's always the same. You are loved and valuable. So again, let's go back to the beginning here. One of the ways that you hack all the things that are set against us to get us caught on ourselves is to get in nature, man. Look at the sun. Let it overwhelm you. Be grateful for what it feels like on your face. Get into nature. Find a creek. Find something. You got to look at the things that are so beautiful. Look at this. Can y'all see the wind on this? I'm just in a field of this. So, it just, you gotta flood yourself with transcendent beauty. It'll awaken within you X factor things that'll get you into I'm blessed, I'm receiving, look at all this I'm receiving. You get your mind off of what you don't have in a cause and effect world, and you get your mind on what you do have in a world in which you can cause and effect with a vision in your own mind about what God says about you, and you can focus on that, and you can cultivate that. And man, the move and the breathe. See, so the move and the breathe is bringing those beautiful things outside of you that are not, maybe you're not manifesting yet, and you're knowing them in your heart. The Spirit is bringing them into the soul, and then during the move and breathe in the morning, you're integrating it into your soul. So see, I'm just repeating myself every day, but that's what it is. Repetition is the mother of skill. There's two ways to learn. You can either have extreme emotion, extreme pleasure, extreme pain mixed with information. What caused that extreme pleasure and extreme pain? You can remember something immediately. That's one way to learn, but that happens from time to time, but that's not how we learn consistently. The other way is repetition, repetition, repetition. So see, a morning routine is repetition, because you're getting that true north setting for the rest of your day, so that what you thought about in the morning is on the forefront of your mind, and you can make better choices even when you don't feel like it. When your understanding is taking you another way, you can go, oh, no, we've already thought this through. We need to go this way. We know this way is the way. And you begin to more consistently take that other way. But your love and value is not based upon either direction. See, that's the beauty of it. You're not loved because you're doing better. You're already loved. That's the fuel. That's what sets you free to live this thing out freely, to get loosey-goosey, to relax a little bit, to have fun with it, to have adventure, and to grow in it. See, so the move and breathe is the way to go. And let me just show you guys again this beauty around here. I'm just really, look at that. That's heading back towards my father and mother-in-law's place, and I just found a creek down there. It's just good. It's good stuff. I'm blessed and you're blessed. We're loved. So be loved and love those that God's given you, and grow in the wisdom of hacking into the Garden of Eden. See, I'm back in the Garden of Eden right now. I have everything. God's already given me everything that they had. And I can have as much of it as I want to focus on and live in and integrate into this world, and every day fight to have more of. So I'm not fighting for love. I'm fighting because I have love. I'm fighting to believe the right things and live those things out. So be blessed today. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.